PR problems, Asmongold is not wrong, okay? Asmongold does cause real PR problems. Let's look at Asmongold on the news side.
Really?
All we wanted to do was play video games. Streamers such as Asmongold have more influence than ever. What are they really saying? Aftermath sites and all these like are fake ass websites, and it doesn't matter. MSN is an aggregator, but like Asmongold's Twitch ban is a negative for the platform. It's negative PR for the platform because he said Palestinians are inferior culture that deserve to be genocided. That's negative PR for the platform. Let's look up Hassan Piker, okay? And I'll tell you what's negative PR for the fucking platform and what's positive PR for the platform. So New York Post saying Hassan Piker back on Twitch after being yanked for comments about DC Jewish museum shooting. New York Post is not a fucking, you know, a reputable outlet. It's no different. It's a worse version of, what do you call it? Aftermath's a real site? Oh. No, I was talking about like mainstream. I'm talking about fucking mainstream news outlets. Aftermath is great, sure, but mainstream news outlets like New York Times, CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, NBC, those are fucking real outlets, okay? Wall Street Journal. Dexerto is not a fucking real outlet, all right? Discourse blog is fantastic, but also not in the fucking mainstream sphere, okay? Fox News is not a reputable and serious publication. It's not a reputable or serious institution. Okay? In the same way that like The Guardian is, in the same way that NPR is. So you have to understand, like,
Wow, Audacity looks really different these days. I still had a really old version apparently. And
actual PR problems, Asmongold is not wrong, okay? Asmongold does cause real PR problems. Let's look at Asmongold on the news side, okay? Asmongold does cause real PR problems.
wanna say hi? wasn't gonna turn around in a circle. She would have hated that. What's up, Sion?
Asmongold does cause real PR problems. Let's look at Asmongold on the news side.
Dude, why is my streamer mode not activating? The fuck? Nobody wants to. Boop. That was my end. There we go. It's on now. I apologize.
Okay.
You're so needy. Already gave you food and water. Want attention. But then when I give it to you, you run away. Do I still have my red arrow? I don't think I still do have it. No, see, I lost so much for my fucking... I really hate that my OSHDD died, bro. I'm checking my old hard drives. Pretty sure I don't have it no more. Bollocks! Good luck finding the one I was using, right? I think that has a background. God, some of these websites are so sus. Too much. Let me actually, hang on. Back that up immediately in the other one.
All we wanted to do was play video games. Streamers such as Asmongold have more influence than ever. What are they really saying? Aftermath sites and all these like are fake ass websites, and it doesn't matter. MSN is an aggregator, but like,
God, this guy's such a bitch. Sorry. Okay. Can I have a Bulls? God damn it. No. I know. This timeline's gonna get really annoying. Fuck. Fuck. Whatever. Why does he do that, man? Do we get the same results? Almost certainly not. I want to use this on screenshot though. Let's see. I want to know how, if this is neutral or positive. Positive. I mean, I guess I didn't get into that. But we did read it.
Asmongold does cause real PR problems. Let's look at Asmongold on the news side. News side. All we wanted to do was play video games. Streamers such as Asmongold have more influence than ever. What are they really saying?
I need to go back one frame.
Aftermath site and all these like are
I just noticed something. That's close enough. I'm not gonna be too anal about it. Wait, what? Wait, is it lagging? Is what?
Aftermath site and all these like are fake ass websites, and it doesn't matter.
Here's a question. I need a good free like image editor, but not GIMP, because I don't understand how the fuck GIMP works. That shit's just confusing. It needs to be as easy as like Paint 3D. That shit was great. But I wouldn't know what the fuck to use. How do I make the... I have to make it bigger. Yo, Joe. I've been using Canvas for my thumbnails, but
Aftermath site and all these like are fake ass websites, and it doesn't matter. Aftermath site and all these like are fake ass websites, and it doesn't matter. MSN is an aggregator, but like Asmongold's Twitch ban is a negative. Is It doesn't matter. But like.
Oh, yes. Oh, I wish I could do that with the. Like I can. Like I want to make it like. Oh, zoom, perfect.
Asmongold's Twitch ban is a negative. Negative. Asmongold's Twitch ban is a negative. Is a negative for the platform. It's negative PR for the platform because Twitch ban is a negative. Is a negative for the platform. It's negative PR for the platform because he said Palestinians are in for a culture that deserve to be genocided. That's negative PR for the platform. Let's.
This guy's such a fucking loser.
Look up Hassan Piker, okay? And I'll tell you what's negative PR for the fucking platform. And
I'm like annoying the crap out of Dodo on Discord, by the way, because I'm posting the shit on Discord and then just like, it's the fastest way I got to do it. Oh.
For the fucking platform.
Whoa. Alright. It is positive, technically, but it was so fake positive it hurt. Oh, I was just gonna do like a quick little haha video. Fuck my life.
And what's positive PR for the platform? So, New York Post saying Hassan Piker back on Twitch after being yanked for comments about DC Jewish museum shooting. New York Post. So, Ukraine. Yiddish museum shooting.
Oh, shit.
New York Post is not a fucking, you know, on Twitch after being yanked for comments about DC Jewish museum shooting. New York Post.
Ah, that doesn't work.
Jewish museum shooting.
The problem is I can't see what I'm cropping. Oh, we're making him look like a joke. I would go further to say that he's much more than a terrorist supporter because he recruits for them. And I feel like I think that qualifies as illegal. I don't really think that has anything to do with it, right? If he was American, he'd be a disgrace too.
New York.
I'm guessing you're also Turkish. I get it. Don't worry. I'd be embarrassed too if he was Dutch. Belgian. Like, I do get it.
Museum shooting. Jewish museum shooting.
Not Oblivion? We played through Oblivion again. The remaster was fantastic. And now I'm stuck playing World of Warships. Because that shit's addictive.
Museum shooting. New York Post.
I just make it longer. It's just theater clip now, right? I slow it down again. I forgot. You can do that with a mod now. Yeah, I think it's dumb too. It's like runs so politically correct these days. What's politically correct about type A and type B, dude? I never feel like a type A or type B. I feel like a boy or a girl. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Even for trans people, it should be offensive. Crying out loud. I can't remember how to slow this down. There we go.
shooting. Museum shooting.
I hate that it's like
A museum shooting.
it doesn't work. Fuck it.
Jewish museum shooting. New York Post is
Um. Yeah. I lost where I was now. Fuck. I could just.
New York Post is not a fucking, you know, a reputable outlet. It's no different. It's a worse version of it.
Dude, I don't want to. I don't want to paste more. I'm gonna paste one to you, Joe. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Fuck. How do I redo? Oh. That's close enough, right? Ah. How can you not? Like, I'm amazed that he's still on this platform, dude. Like, how could you not despise that? Like, it blows my mind away that you can say that shit and get away with it. About anyone, I might add, right? Like, I don't give a fuck what religion is what. Like, you're openly supporting terrorists. And like, oh my god, yeah, I just... It makes me really sad, because then I just realize the world is full of these people. And it's just embarrassing.
Version of it's a
Dude, the lag, bro. I don't know why it's lagging. Probably because I got so much fun this clip already.
it's a worse version of
Like, we've been going through all of this shit like the last couple of days, and it really grinds my gears. Whatever happened to live and let live, dude? It's like, oh, I'm defending the guys that kidnapped 10, if it wasn't more, a bunch of random sailors that were from the Philippines, from a ship that wasn't coming from Israel, nor was going to Israel. But that's okay, because all the way at the top, somehow on the side, like, one of the partners was Jewish. Like, fuck off, dude. You'd be more hateful. How are you still on Twitch?
it's a worse version of what do you call it? Aftermath's a real site? Oh, no, I was talking about like mainstream. I'm talking about fucking mainstream news outlets. Aftermath is great. It's the worst version of
It's the first, dude, that's the weirdest thing, man. Why are they all why are they all like free Palestine? Yo, let's all be pro Hamas. we'd be the first ones they would murder, but you know.
worst version of
Right? And don't get me wrong, right? I feel like I always have to make this clear. I definitely do not condone what is going on in that fucking region. But I also don't live near there. So I don't really... We have enough problems over here. I can't be militant about my opinions, is what I'm saying. I think most nations of the world would have a problem, would pose problems for trans people. At least it feels like it's 50-50, right? Because then you also have places like Thailand, which is like, whoa. I wouldn't actually know how that statistic would pan out overall. I'll pause this real quick. This might get really loud. I don't know. I have no control over this shit. See what I mean? Like... Can I get it? Could you? Oh fuck. It does that sometimes.
Asmongold does cause real PR problems. Let's look at Asmongold on the news side. All we wanted to do was play video games. Streamers such as Asmongold have more influence than ever. What are they really saying? Aftermath site and all these like are fake ass websites, and it doesn't matter. MSN is an aggregator, but like Asmongold's Twitch ban is a negative. Is a negative for the platform. Is negative PR for the platform because he said Palestinians are in for a culture that deserve to be genocided. That's negative PR for the platform. Let's look up Hassan Piker, okay? And I'll tell you what's negative PR for the fucking platform.
Oh, damn it. It's the program. It's not the...
And what's positive PR for the platform. So New York Post saying Hassan Piker back on Twitch after being yanked for comments about DC Jewish museum shooting. New York Post is not.
That little pause when he realizes what he's read, dude. It's so... This guy is so fucking stupid. I love it. Like... The way he says it too, dude. Let me tell you who's positive and who's negative. Hassan Piker, this is... fuck. Like... Come on, dude. That is the funniest shit, bro. This guy's a psyop, bro. Like, there's no fucking way he's a real human being.
And what's positive PR for the platform. So New York Post saying Hassan Piker back on Twitch after being yanked for comments about DC Jewish museum shooting. New York Post is not a fucking, you know, a reputable outlet. It's no different. It's a worse version of... it's a worse version of...
Fuck, it's good enough. I need a better song at the end, but... Okay, and now... The best part about all of this... It's gonna take me like 10 seconds to render. I love my new PC. Like... God damn it. It's so fantastic. I realize it's only a minute, but there's like a multitude of clips and shit. This would have taken me at least 5 minutes to render on my old PC. It's already done. 13 seconds. Let's go. This new CPU and the 64GB DDR5 6000 RAM is... Chef's kiss.
Asmongold does cause real PR problems. Let's look at Asmongold on the news side. All we wanted to do was play video games. Streamers such as Asmongold have more influence than ever. What are they really saying? Aftermath site and all these like are fake ass websites, and it doesn't matter. MSN is an aggregator.
I just realized
But
something.
Like,
And this is why we watch it again. Yo, B, what's up, dude? How's it going? Why does that say hilarious? I never fucking changed that one. Wait, what? Cause I checked the first one. Hang on. Ooh, that's juicy. Maybe don't buy shit if you have to like do payment plans. What the fuck, V? Positive. That's nice. Hey man, if you can afford it, live the dream.
Asmongold does cause real PR problems. Let's look at Asmongold on the news side. All we wanted to do was play video games. Streamers such as Asmongold have more influence than ever. What are they really saying? Aftermath site and all these like are fake ass websites, and it doesn't matter. MSN is an aggregator, but like Asmongold's Twitch ban is a negative. Is a negative for the platform. It's negative PR for the platform because he said Palestinians are in for a culture that deserve to be genocided. That's negative PR for the platform. Let's look up Hassan Piker, okay? And I'll tell you what's negative PR for the fucking platform. And what's positive PR for the platform. So New York Post saying Hassan Piker back on Twitch after being yanked for comments about DC Jewish museum shooting. New York Post is not a fucking, you know, a reputable outlet. It's no different. It's a worse version of it's a worse version of
I need a good, and now I need a fucking, I forgot. See, normally I start making a thumbnail when my video is rendering, but now my video is rendering like 5 seconds. And I'm like, shit, thumbnail. Son of a bitch. Make a new one. And I have to go to the bathroom. Not recite this in the. Why is it so hard to get fucking? God, I hate making thumbnails, dude. The worst. Hopefully it works.
Asmongold does cause real PR problems. Let's look at Asmongold on the news side. All we wanted to do was play video games. Streamers such as Asmongold have more influence than ever. What are they really saying? Aftermath site and all these like are fake ass websites, and it doesn't matter. MSN is an aggregator, but like Asmongold's Twitch ban is a negative. Is a negative for the platform. It's negative PR for the platform because he said Palestinians are in for a culture that deserve to be genocided. That's negative PR for the platform. Let's look up Hassan Piker, okay? And I'll tell you what's negative PR for the fucking platform. And what's positive PR for the platform? So, New York Post saying Hassan Piker back on Twitch after being yanked for comments about DC Jewish museum shooting. New York Post is not a fucking, you know, a reputable outlet. It's no different. It's a worse version of. It's a worse version of.
I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist, mate. I have to go to the bathroom now, guys. It's for real. I've been holding that shit up. This had to be uploaded first. And like, I'll be back. No, actually, fuck. I'll be back. Bathroom. Eh. Right. Ooh, that was a fun one. That took way longer than I wanted. 90 fucking minutes for a minute video. Like 90 minutes for 90 seconds. Literally. 80 seconds.
Asmongold.
Yeah. Cleaned up Dodo's Dodo's log. Sorry, Dodo. You know what? Let's play some Gray Zone. Yeah, if he wants to launch. I really suck at this game. My AK doesn't even have a fucking receiver. It's embarrassing. It's launching, guys. Just give it a few. See? We got there in the end. Look at this! Brother, ew! What is that? A lot of people online apparently. It's really nice weather here. Quite hot, actually. Yo, that looks fucking cool, dude. I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking cool. Problem now is I won't be able to hear jack shit. And I have old man eyes. So we about to get shit on. Yo, Jesus Christ. What are you doing? Is that close enough? Did that count? Jesus. I've shot 6 times, so I got 23 left. So I had to start with 29 in the mag. Apparently we have to fight someone? How will I know not to shoot them? This could be problematic. Should be around here. The PV is pretty fun. I'm terrible though. Oh. See, that wasn't smart. Okay. That's a bit weird. Every 4 hours? Why every 4 hours? Fuck. Where did I die? I need to go there. Fuck. See, this is... I hate this. Now I lost everything. Great. They respawned already. I was gonna go loot that guy's corpse. Immediately I got spotted. We're definitely gonna die. I just want to die closer to the fucking thing. I just puked. Nasty. Disoriented, vomiting, cramps, nausea. me a second. Yeah, my mic was muted. I said I'm like just fine. I am playing the PvE though. Problem is I'm an old man now and I haven't played FPS in a long, long time. Like properly. So I suck. Yeah, same. The hell is that? Previous me. I can't find this chick, dude. Or dude. Did not expect. Motherfucker. What's the other one? Oh. I usually just do all of them, go back in. Oh, okay. Wait, this is going into my stash though, right? I have to leave that open then, I guess. It went into my stash anyway. No new ones. As a scarecrow, I think. Bro, I don't see shit, dude. Like, good luck finding those bodies, too. I have no fucking idea. I killed like 4 guys. I can find exactly one. It's right there. The wrist? Good fucking luck. Whatever. I'm not sure I have anything. Well, actually, I probably do, but I just want to go back as well. Fine. Play some warships.
Raven here. I'm moving out. ETA 30 seconds. Matthew, hurry up and get in. Get ready. We're moving out. Get ready. 30 seconds.
I love that you can, without the receiver head, I love that you can see the, like, the bullet in place and everything. It's really nice. But I would still like a receiver covering. Actually. Hopefully when I come back in, we're healed. I'm not sure how that works. Game's alright. I can't play it for too long. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. We're getting there. Very slowly.
To tell you the truth, PJ, it's a knockoff of Escape from Tarkvo. Boo, I never that so. I would not know. Battlefield is the one I like to run to.
Well, Battlefield's not exactly a milsim, is it? I think Gray Zone Warfare is better than Tarkov simply because of the PvE mode alone. I gotta go to the bathroom. Time to blow shit up. Or get blown up. Attention. Oh crap. Stupid planes. I need so many more ribbons, dude. It sucks. Just sailing isn't gonna get me those ribbons. Damn it, the Duncan's in the way, man. I'm not gonna be able to torp it. Couldn't have done that the first time. What? Dude, it was going right through. Achoo! Excuse me. Sometimes it happens. fucker. Dude. Dude still has 4 of them. That guy still has 3 of them. Unbelievable. Dude basically failed the game for it. I'm not sure if this guy was trolling or not. Definitely looks like he was. Crap. I'm fucked. God damn it. Well, we tried. The guy with the aircraft carrier is something. Alright, let's add some drama.
If you're watching this, that means I just got banned. As in, I got a temporary 24-hour suspension. And we're back together on this deep, up-close, and personal YouTube video. Welcome back to the Hasanabi channel on YouTube. Now,
Such a
some of you are
retard.
probably wondering, considering that there's a lot of back and forth going on online about why I got banned once again. Well, you might have actually heard the truth. I got banned specifically because I covered the motives of the Israeli embassy staff shooter.
If you've ever wondered why people have such disdain in our
Jenks'
culture
nephew.
for nepotism babies, Jenks' nephew is the perfect reminder of that, and he consistently streams on Twitch and posts clips on YouTube so that you will never forget this, because what you just watched in the open of this particular video is Jenks' nephew complaining, crying about the fact that he was suspended from Twitch for one day because he was endorsing and providing cover for the terrorists that killed 2 individuals at the Jewish Museum that happened to work for the Israeli embassy. And he's upset that Twitch dareth come down upon him with a 24-hour suspension, when in reality Twitch was doing their own platform and him a favor by giving him some consequences in lieu of an outright ban, which, by the way, they would do for anybody who wasn't Jenks' nephew in this particular circumstance, because obviously they have some kind of deal with him where they end up protecting him above all other Twitchers. So this guy is upset that he was held accountable as a joke, as like a little bit of, oh, get the heat off our backs, when in reality he is completely unharmed, despite the fact that, of course, he was putting out content in support of a terrorist, which is unsurprising because he's been doing this for the last 2 years, basically each and every day on his stream without any consequences. And that's what we're going to get into today. But before we do, I want to thank everybody who supports this channel via actualjusticewarrior.com/join.
Oh, give me the money. Give me the money, okay?
I got banned specifically because I covered the motives of the Israeli embassy staff.
Ooh, how did I get through that?
Currently, according to Twitch terms of service, dictates a suspension
Tokyo Drift, baby.
by critically examine the manifesto, which is
Oh.
precisely.
So Jenks' nephew tries
Fucker.
to make the case that the real reason he was suspended is because Twitch has a dumb terms of service that essentially penalize him for critically examining the manifesto of the shooter of those 2 Israeli embassy employees in the District of Columbia, when in reality his analysis was very quite critical and very much critical of this person, because if he says the word critical over and over again, that somehow changes the context of what his stream actually was, which, make no mistake about it, was meant to increase support for this terrorist. And yes, I am 100% asserting that. And the thing is, I don't even have to provide you a unique clip in order to prove that, because Jenks' nephew's very clip that supposedly proves his critical analysis does that very thing.
The reason why I read this is specifically so that you understand that, like, there is a shit ton of people that are like, no, this is the shooter's actions were directly about finding some Jewish victim to kill. Okay, it's deliberate. It's clear what his reasoning is. You don't have to agree with what he did, and I'm not urging you to. Okay, I'm not saying that at all, but it is deliberate. Ask yourself why the media is not saying that the shooter did this because they were distraught with the violence that they had seen unfolded in Gaza.
Now, the fact that Jenk's nephew put that clip in right there and he thought it proved his point that he was being critical of the manifesto is just proof positive of the fact that this is one of the dumbest people on the internet, because clearly and obviously the only people he was being critical of right there was the media, because he didn't like the idea that this individual was being smeared as anti-Semitic. This is a defense and a clarification, and by the way, support for this guy's motivations for this particular shooting, which, by the way, I don't want to go too into the gruesome details of the shooting, but it is reported that the male who was killed by the shooter was killed relatively instantly. However, the female tried crawling away after she was wounded, and essentially this guy did a mag dump into her. Then, of course, according to the witness, and I'll play the clip of this for you right here, he went into the museum where these people offered him water and tried to comfort him, you know, these evil Zionist monsters, and then he pulled out his stupid Palestine scarf and started chanting "Free Palestine," which is a clip that I'm sure all of you have seen.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Now, Jenk's nephew's critical analysis of this particular manifesto is to read it in full to his audience, to the
I want to say something about that clip, but I'm not gonna, because that'll get me banned, bro. Holy fucking shit.
cheers of his audience, by the way, while simultaneously condemning the media for painting this guy as anti-Semitic because he doesn't want you to believe that this guy is anti-Semitic. Now, of course, what we find out through the additional social media posts of this particular shooter is that he was very much anti-white. He had a bunch of posts where he talked about how he wanted to genocide white people, how they were irredeemable and whatnot. I'll put some of them up on screen for you right here. And the funny thing is this further ties his motivation, because this is a man of Hispanic origin, to what Jenk's nephew is preaching, because part of the reason he wants you to hate the Israelis is because he wants to paint them as white European settlers, not people that are actually from the Middle East, let alone from Judea, from Israel. Yes, according to Jenk's nephew, it is insane to say that the Jews are indigenous to Judea. But yeah, so this guy is not being critical of the manifesto. He's being critical of the coverage of the manifesto that paints this guy as anti-Semitic, because Jenk's nephew thinks it's really important for people out there in his audience to really understand the completely justified motivations that this guy had in his critical examination of this manifesto. Again, absurd. The double down is ridiculous, and this guy was only suspended, by the way, 1 day for promoting this.
Now, the reason why I had critically examined the manifesto of the Israeli embassy staff shooter was
Look at his
because
name.
there was a lot of misinformation taking place, as is the case usually online whenever there's a breaking news story. This is what I do. A big part of what I do is holding people's hands through the news media process by allowing them to think critically.
The blind leading the
helping
blind.
them understand media literacy. This is precisely why I was covering the manifesto that my friend Ken Klippenstein was able to find and release.
So look, the idea that Jenk's nephew is somebody who is going to dispel misinformation or disinformation is crazy in every possible way. There are so many instances of him making stuff up, lying repeatedly, lying about his lies. It's absolutely insane. And one of my favorite things that really pissed Jenk's nephew off is that when he was ranked as the left-wing equivalent of InfoWars,
That was so fun.
that his broadcast is often
Lost his
just full
mind.
of crap, he absolutely lost his mind. But make no mistake about it, when you look at this chart, it looks like he's actually ranked lower than InfoWars in terms of his bias. So for him to say, oh, I help people, and by the way, he's talking in this very monotone voice because he's trying to sound serious. This is how much of a goof he is. He thinks that if he talks more monotone and punches the camera in on him, then that somehow makes his content and his broadcast more intelligent, which again is the marker of somebody who is pathetically lacking in intelligence. But yeah, you're not a journalist, Jenks nephew. You were obviously supporting this. The clip that you showed was you condemning people, painting this guy as anti-Semitic because you thought it was really important for his true motivations for the shooting, for this brutal shooting, to get out there. And I just want to point out that there are some people who have been banned from virtually all platforms who are making jokes about baking cookies in relation to the Holocaust that have to be looking at Jenks' nephew and how Twitch protects him and absolutely be flummoxed by this, because this guy is able to say way more crazy nonsense repeatedly and again only suffer fake consequences like this 24-hour suspension that he's still complaining about, even though it's deliberately designed to be fake consequences.
The story is that I got banned for it. I got temporarily suspended because this is a part of the Twitch terms of service. You are not allowed, as it dictates right here in front of me, to even show a violent extremist manifesto on stream while denouncing it. This, I think, is not good for news and press freedom. And I said on Twitter, I'll take the suspension, but I hope Twitch changes its
He wasn't
policy
denouncing it, though.
that you believe they might. Having said that, how did we get here?
Totally glazing it.
Especially considering that I had covered
That's not true.
manifestos
Like,
of the Cybertruck explosion. First off, I am not under duress or hostile influence or control. My first car was a 2008 Black Mustang V6 for verification. The Luigi Mangione manifesto. I do apologize for any strife or traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming.
Now, Jenks nephew says that he wants Twitch to change its policies, and then he talks about how he's done it before, and I just want to point out a couple of obvious things, which is the two examples that he gave, which was the Cybertruck guy and Luigi Mangione. He completely read them differently. He gave the guy with the Cybertruck a hick accent in order to make him sound dumb, but the Luigi Mangione he took very seriously because that is also somebody who committed a murder that Jenks nephew unambiguously supports.
The ADL, Apartheid Defamation League's very own Jonathan Greenblatt, went on CNN only hours after the shooting had taken place to make incredibly slanderous statements about me, stating that I was responsible.
No, that's not true, actually. He didn't make slanderous statements about you. He made slanderous statements about gamers by lumping you into the gamer group, which you are definitely not part of. Okay?
My rhetoric was responsible.
I was like extremely offended by that.
I'm thinking about the New York Times doing a gauzy profile a few weeks ago of this gamer, Hassan Piker, who regularly employs awful genocidal rhetoric against Jewish people in the Jewish state.
This is slander through and through. I do not apply awful genocidal language towards Jewish people.
So look, this is a guy
That's
from the ADL
kinda
on
true, though.
CNN condemning Jenks' nephew, and to be
He
clear,
does do
I'm
that.
not going to pretend that the ADL isn't an organization that cries wolf very often on anti-Semitism. However, this is not in any way, shape, or form slander against Jenks' nephew. He quite literally supports every single terrorist organization with the stated goal of genociding the Israelis, and he's made it 100% clear post this, talking about Hamas in positive ways and whatnot, talking about Hezbollah, and honestly, the clips are too ridiculous and overwhelming. I recommend you watch H3H3's content nuke, but the guy constantly refers to Jewish people as inbred and all sorts of other crazy things that are clearly and obviously meant to dehumanize those people. Now, to be clear, if you're trying to make the connection or the direct connection that this guy was a listener of Jenks' nephew, therefore to carry that out, that link has not been proven yet. So honestly, I have to be more fair than Jenks' nephew or the ADL guy would be to either party related to this. But make no mistake about it, this guy is clearly and obviously endorsing stated genocidal organizations because
It's crazy I'm still
according to
alive.
him, the Jews are just white Europeans that need to be overwhelmed. Again, I didn't play this clip in H3's compilation, but one of his most famous clips is referring to babies as settlers.
Palestinians have the legal ground to violently seize back their own homes from the settlers. This is a reality, and that is precisely the reason why they have to exist under endless occupation in the West
You know
Bank.
what? And that's why I say, if it was settlers, that would be a lot more understandable. But let's not obfuscate, okay? I understand what you're saying, but this dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand. And there are baby settlers as well. But there are baby settlers as well. There are babies in the settlement.
Now, that's an obvious one, but there's also the recent clip where he talks about how anybody who supports a Jewish state existing should not be allowed to be a dog catcher.
I think, like, this will never happen, but in a totally just world, any kind of, regardless of your background, any kind of Zionist tendency should be treated in the same way as being a rabid neo-Nazi. And you shouldn't even let someone be the fucking local dog catcher as Felix was posting. If they've ever exhibited any sort of like positive feelings about the state of Israel, I'm so serious about this.
They should be like disregarded from society, which is obviously meant to be dehumanizing language, and unsurprisingly, by the way, a huge portion of Jews are in favor of the Jewish state, so it's not hard to figure out where he's going with this.
But that wasn't enough. There were the likes of E.L. Jacoby, a Hosborough guy on Twitter who lies at the behest of the state of Israel quite frequently, saying, breaking, Hassan Piker, hailed by the New York Times as the future of progressivism, tells his audience that the DC attack might have been a false flag, then immediately says the guy was genuine with his actions. This is glorification of terrorism. Now, these two things, these two statements here, are at odds with one another. But what's actually even crazier is that this is a 37-second video that is attached to this statement.
Now, the next thing that Jenk's nephew takes aim at is this guy who posted a clip of his stream where Jenk's nephew is basically playing into the idea that this was a false flag event, that this is just too good and too obvious and too perfect for the Israeli side, but then he backs off of it being a false flag event, and he's very angry at this, and he highlights these two statements, and he's like, oh my god, these two statements are contradictory to one another. But the thing is, the clip very much proves what this guy posted was absolutely wrong. Now, of course, the clip proves the exact opposite. It proves that Jenk's nephew said exactly what was described in that tweet, in that caption. Caption be accurate in this particular case.
Is that this is a 37-second video that is attached to this statement. Let's take a look at that 37-second video. But like I'm not Mr. False Flag at all, but like every single thing that he did in the aftermath of the shooting.
This guy is such an idiot that he thinks this is like, oh yeah.
You could.
Yeah, see, I started with I'm not Mr. False Flag, but right. I swear to God, bro. This guy's an imbecile, and he expects you to be one too, and a lot of you are apparently. Does he fall for it?
Could not have fucking designed a incident like this. You could not have designed a better false flag incident like this. I'm not saying it is a false flag incident at all. I'm not saying that. I think this is just a one dude who is genuine in his actions and maybe, you know, a little bit brain broken.
So you guys heard the clip right there. This is what Jenk's nephew played for his audience in this particular video. And remember, he's calling out the caption for saying that Jenk's nephew basically told everybody that this was like the perfect false flag. You could not have designed a better false flag in this particular case. And then he immediately switched it up and said, well, I don't think it is, which again is an obvious technique to throw that out there to get people who are on board with that theory to give you cheers, but then to back away personally, not commit to the position, because Jenk's nephew is an absolute coward. It is clear as day. Again, I'm not even bringing in additional context outside of Jenk's nephew's response video, but this is the clip that he played that he thinks supports him, even though he did exactly what they accused him of. Jenk's nephew did do in this case. It is clear and obvious. He's like, oh wow, this is like the perfect false flag. This is definitely false flag. I mean, false flag, but I won't say that. Like, even though it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck and acts like a duck, Jenk's nephew, will not say that that's a duck. I just believe that, you know, it's just really obvious.
That was even coming
looks
from.
like it, but I'm not gonna commit to that. That's exactly what he did right there. Clearly and obviously, the guy embraced the manifesto, defended the guy from charges of anti-Semitism, and then he goes on to pander to the false flag crazies in his audience, and now he's condemning this guy for posting an accurate caption to a video where he does just that.
Okay. Most people that retweeted this didn't even actually watch the video to see whether or not it actually matched up with what this person was saying. Now, why am I talking about this random account? It only got 6,000 likes. I retweeted. I said a fascinating phenomenon nowadays is watching people clip things in context that I'm saying and then turn around and simply claim that I'm saying the opposite of what I'm saying in the clip. This is a 37 seconds long video and this dumbass lied about everything.
Jenks nephew, you showed the video.
Projection.
It matches up perfectly with what he's saying. You showed the clip. The clip does not support you. The caption is accurate. Everybody who didn't watch the video, who just retweeted it, are smarter than you who did watch the video and think it defends you.
Why am I bringing this up? Great question. It's because the clip formulated by this account, which stated, Hassan Piker, star of Amazon's Twitch, says the attack sure looks like a perfect false flag. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. The guy was genuine with his actions. How fucking absolutely gross is it that this is currently being streamed right now to 40,000 people?
So this Dan guy who also shared the clip, I think gave an even more accurate depiction of what was said right here, where he's like, oh, it looks like the perfect false flag, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But then he says it totally wasn't. Again, all of this is accurate. Where is the issue? How are you, Jenks nephew, the victim in this particular case?
Then it turned into this. Hassan Piker, hailed by the New York Times, the future of progressivism, tells his audience that the DC attack might have been a false flag. And yet, here is Jake Tapper retweeting this. So I guess Jake Tapper, one of the most important members of the media, who just came out with a book talking about how the media narratives did not match up with what the people were seeing in terms of Joe Biden's senility, is still doing ridiculous things like this.
Again, none of these captions are inaccurate. What he's obviously trying to convey is the people who believe it to be a false flag, who need to believe it to be a false flag, he still wants them in his audience. He wants to show them that he's on their side, but he's not going to commit to that position. But also, the manifesto is a good thing, and he really liked it, which again, his chat loved it, which is why he read it in the first place. Yeah, so this is Jenks nephew just playing the victim, even though, again, he got fake consequences. A fake punishment is setting him off to this degree because all these different people are realizing what he's doing, and he knows it's not going to last much longer for him. Now, of course, on this channel, we don't call for people to be deplatformed or anything of the sort, but I want to make something 100%
No, but that dude needs to be perma-banned.
Jenks nephew would celebrate not only your deplatforming, but your murder if he disagreed with you. So if he were to get deplatformed,
Dude's dangerous as fuck to society as a whole, bro.
To speak up on his behalf or anything of the sort. Jenks nephew helped create the culture of deplatforming on the internet.com, and that would be the perfect just desserts by his own worldview for him to be sentenced to. So again, live up to your principles, buddy, enjoy yourself, and stop your bitching about being held accountable to the most minor, fake, phony degree. But you know what? Those are just my thoughts. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like this video, show them by leaving a like, subscribe for more content, follow me on my social medias, support me via the support links in the description of this video. This has been me talking about Jenks nephew playing the victim. Till next time.
Okay, so here we have, this is some news from Japan. So Japan is going to put in a ESTA type system.
They are 600% cooked right now. I've done the math. I've tabulated everything. We are literally here. It's completely crazy. The crash out.
An actual one we didn't have yet. Imagine that.
So this is Hamas Piker, known for supporting and potentially having with children on multiple occasions. And he's been crashing out lately. He's been losing his goddamn mind, and so is the entire world. All right, today we're going to be talking about Hassan crash outs. We're going to be talking about items crash outs.
How long is that still
apparently
going?
They were making 34% off of a charity boxing event that they were claiming was making no money. What? We're going to be talking about Frogan crashing out. We have so many crash outs to talk about. All of your favorite people are getting annihilated. The world is getting smarter, and
I have no idea.
you are a part of that world. You are part of the change that you want to see in the world. So first, this is a clip of Hassan freaking the frick out and yelling about how Asmongold is causing hate on the platform.
Problems that are caused for the entire website is never actually covered by real PR, and it's just the sweatiest losers on Twitter that get mad, and then those sweatiest losers on Twitter will then try to get like actual actual outlets to cover it. Like, hey, why won't CNN cover this? Why is CNN?
What should CNN cover? What is it that Asmongold did that CNN should be covering?
And covering Hassan positively.
Well, people aren't positively covering you because you support terrorist organizations. You're fucking retard. And if you watch,
All right, one more, and then I
Hassan
think I'm
Piker
going to go.
episode 530%, you would absolutely know
Food.
that he supports the terrorists over the Palestinians.
Like, these guys don't understand. Most people in mainstream media don't know who the fuck Asmongold is, don't know who the fuck Tectone is, don't know who the
We
fuck
just made a
Rogan
video
is,
about this.
Denim's is, Committee is. They barely know who the fuck I am.
They don't know who Asmongold is, but they barely know who Hassan is. Go harder, retard. Go harder, bold man. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this retard. He's trying so hard. Asmongold is the #8 search term on all of YouTube. All right, you are like not even in the top 100.
And the ones who know who the fuck I am in mainstream media obviously understand that, like, I'm a controversial figure, but ultimately a force for good.
No one thinks you're a force for good unless they are also retards.
Literally
Alright,
no
dude?
one.
Well, oh my god, look at this dude. Look at this dude. He is coping so hard. Everyone thinks I'm a force for good, guys. Remember when I Jesse Smolletted the government and made believe I was locked up? Bro thinks he's left-wing Markiplier. Like, what is even going on? They don't even know who you are. They called you a gamer, bro, on CNN.
A force for progressive
Again,
politics.
You're not a force
not
for progressive
a
politics.
gamer.
You're a supporter of terrorism. And
Stolen
you're gonna be in jail,
valor.
and I'm going to make a great video when that happens.
We
Dude's
are
just a
lucky that
weirdo.
Mainstream media does not know who the fuck Asmongold is. If I wanted to
He really thinks mainstream media doesn't know who Asmongold is. Asmongold has like conversations with Elon Musk. Like he's actually coping so hard.
destroy Twitter, I would literally go to every single one of my journalist friends and be like, "Hey, cover Asmongold. Cover how cover how Twitch
Bro.
is allowing Asmongold."
Is he retarded? He's like threatening that he's gonna go to all of his journalist friends to get all of the journalist friends to write hit pieces on Asmongold. For some reason, what has Asmongold said that's gonna get his journalist friends to write hit pieces? Why should he be banned off Twitch? What are you talking about?
To run rampant, to run his fucking dirty ass dick all up and down the goddamn platform.
You're essentially doing that, you know that, right? By yelling and screaming about this, you are essentially doing that exact thing.
I'm saying the most insane shit, but I'm not like Asmongold. I don't want this fucking platform to perish because I'm selfish.
Bro, you told your audience to kill United States senators, bro.
Okay? That's what he's been doing, though. He has been actively trying to get all of these other people to cover Twitch in a negative fashion.
But is this guy really fighting on behalf of Twitch? Like, what are you talking about, bro? You realize the reason why Twitch is getting so much heat is because of you. Because you are on Twitch, a 13+ platform, and you are covering, essentially supporting terrorists. You are doing interviews with terrorists where you're saying that they're doing what Luffy would do. Sorry, bro.
It hasn't worked because...
Bro, this dude has a psychosexual attraction to Asmongold for sure.
No, most people don't know who the fuck Asmongold is. Thank God.
He is coping so hard. It's crazy. It's crazy. Half of the
Super
clips
funny,
of
though.
Hassan talking about Asmongold is Hassan saying, Asmongold is the new face of the right. He's the face of the right. Everyone knows him. He's the face of the right. But then when it suits him, no one knows who he is, guys. He's irrelevant. He's an irrelevant little worm that gets 100 times the views that I do every single month. He's irrelevant. He's completely irrelevant, guys.
Okay? But he's aligned with people who are actively trying to send tens of thousands of emails to the likes of, like, CNN and...
Bro, I found it. I actually found that fucking clip. I'm the goat. I'm the goat. Look at this clip. Look at this clip.
This is a sustainable movement. A lot of people who are drama obsessed and have no other way of understanding politics outside of the framework of clout and drama constantly say, Hassan, you're so jealous that Asmongold is the top content creator.
True.
Asmongold has always been the top content creator.
True.
He's always been a bigger content creator than me.
Yes, sir.
Him being the face of the modern online right is unironically a good thing.
All right, so this is him saying he's the face of the modern online right, and here's him saying that no one even knows who he is. He's irrelevant. Nice.
NBC, MSNBC, who are
Guy is such a
working-
weasel,
Ken
dude.
Stalkman is the guy I'm talking
He
about.
looks like
who are
one, dude.
working in unison with the Anti-Defamation League, also known as the Apartheid Defense League, to try and get all fucking advertisers to remove ads from the platform.
He's crying. Look at him crying. He's so scared that Twitch at some point is going to realize that he's a net negative to the platform and they're going to get rid of him. He's crying so much. This is pathetic.
Why? Because I'm still on the fucking platform.
Yes, sir. It makes sense to me. I personally, I would revoke all ads. If I owned Amazon, I would throw Twitch to the wolves. I would shut that shit down. You are platforming a terrorist supporter. You commit multiple crimes on your streams every day, in my opinion. Providing material support to terrorists includes propagandizing for them, which is what you do on a daily basis.
They are actively trying to make this a PR issue while simultaneously turning around and being like, we should ban politics, actually.
Yeah, so this is
You're gonna die.
But in case you wanted to see some coping, I'm going to show you. Oh, God. This is Asmongold's response to the activist journalist that Hassan is going to sick on him.
Definitely has opinions that are not that far removed from the average fucking journalist.
Now, you're right about that, and that's a problem. I think there are a lot of activist journalists that try to...
They're fucking retards, and their time is up!
Use their position to push propaganda rather than accurately report the news.
Yes, sir! Good point. You're right. And they're all gonna work there soon.
I'm trying as hard as I can, guys. But some things take time. All right?
We're working on it. I appreciate Asmongold fighting the good fight. Yeah, they're all gonna end up in McDonald's. They're all worthless people that are not contributing anything positive to society. They are part of the never-ending grift retard machine. And I fully agree. And they are going to get absolutely smoked soon, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be incredibly fun. I love it completely. Hassan, I reclaim my time. Anyway, in case you wanted to know other things going on the Hassan orbit right now, Anissa and Ian, the slime balls. Anissa is known for, pretty sure she had sex with Hassan while she let her husband Ian watch. I'm pretty sure. I could be confusing her with somebody else. Apparently, Anissa and Ian Jomba allocated a 34% profit share in Creator Clash before detaching themselves from this year's event. If you look at the new announcement they made, all right.
This is crazy too, man. Charity event. Yeah, 34% for us, boys. Of the profit. That's the thing. What exactly? How much of Creator Clash 3 went to it? And how much was went to an actual charity? And how much of it was the separate thing that was being run? Because I think all of Creator Clash was going to for profit and not for charity at all. These people are disgusting human beings, bro. It's unbelievable. I'm so screwed. I'm so screwed. Was them.
They made no money for the cancer patients that they were literally promoting their event for. This was supposed to be a event that was made to raise money for charity. It was not made for profit. That's literally what they say. But they keep 34%. This is called Rule 34. If you look up iDubbbz Rule 34 on the internet, you will see this.
Don't look that up.
H3H3 made a crazy post, and I thought it's important to note that he's correct here.
Warning.
This is Hassan Piker, everyone's favorite freak, socialist, terrorist, retard, and this is Ian, the wife of Anissa.
In the past is that it's rich assholes betting their money to make money.
Right, so this is her criticizing other boxing events.
To like have people that are struggling to like make ends meet and pay.
I've seen this clip. It's from I posted the message. This is unironically what I look like on benzos below it. But to be honest, I'm more alive after I've taken a benzo than he is in this clip.
Rent. Watch them do it, and then they'll go home and like have a lot of money.
And the fighters are exploited too.
Saying something.
Yes. Usually, I think what really made me mad about boxing events in the past is that it's rich assholes betting their money to make money to like have people that are struggling to like make ends meet and pay rent. Watch them do it, and then
Yikes.
They'll go home and like have a lot of money.
And the fighters are exploited too.
They are.
Like,
They are exploited too, aren't they? Anyway, 34% allegedly goes to these people after they claimed, "Oopsie, sorry, we ran this event. There was no money for charity. Yes, we threw 6 gala parties and 47 different events for the influencers, but oh well, oopsie poopsie. Turns out, no money made. What a sad day for kids with cancer." In other news, Frogan, another person in the actual retard Avengers, reacts to this clip of Asmongold. I'm going to show you this first.
That's what I would do. If I wanted to optimize ad revenue, you know what I would do? I'd ban politics. That's what I'd do. Just ban it. The odds are that me and Hassan and Tectone and Frogan and Denims and Central Committee cause 90% of the PR problems on the entire website. That is crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, so I wanted to show you that clip. That's his take. That's his take. Whatever you want to say. I think it's not really healthy to say just ban politics, because banning politics, everything is politics, right? Like, at some point, you're going to run into politics, and you have to always know what that is, right? If you misgender somebody, is that politics, right? Like, you never know what politics is. So while I don't necessarily agree with the cure, I understand the statement that you ban the retarded Avengers. You ban the retard Avengers, and then the site has much less PR problems. That I respect. So, Frogan says, you consider me political because I wear a hijab. I'm not like you, and I do not make political content anywhere but typing a tweet once in a while.
It's like massive fucking lie.
So, immediately whipping out the race card.
The lie is almost as big as she is.
She automatically lost the argument. She lost the argument the moment she tried to make it a race thing. If you actually listen to this clip, he says, odds are, me, Hassan, Frogan, Denim, Central Committee caused 90 of the PR problems. He didn't even call you political. Alright, so you are dog whistling this yourself. Also, hijab of the Hut, with all due respect, you are a political. So, Asmongold responds with, don't try to use your hijab as a shield for your disgusting behavior. American soldiers.
God, I'm getting hammered, bro. Dude, it's so hard playing at this story. It's a cat.
Mass murders a revolution. Those are PR problems. Your religion isn't the problem. You are. He absolutely cooked in his response. He absolutely fucking cooked in his response. He destroyed her. Her career is over. She was charbroiled like a little piglet. Oh, I'm sorry. That's haram. But anyway, moving on. Frogan says, you think a tier list about who can use the Arabic word for my love is political is exactly the point I'm making. You see, I actually don't think that her Arab to Jew tier list that she made, as I've covered in the past, I personally do not think that her Arab to Jew tier list, I don't think that that's political. I just think it's wildly anti-Semitic. So, hey, points to Frogan on that one. Goated gif on the bottom, nothing but respect.
You look at your haters, and it's an ugly-ass bitch with no fucking eyebrows.
True.
Or no lips coming after you. And you're like, okay, like, I'm sorry you're projecting. I'm sorry you're projecting. Aww.
Yeah, not easy to be. Not easy to be. Not easy. Not easy. It's
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what the fart got me, dude.
So I thought this was important to mention because there's another tweet of Frogan's that I thought was pretty good. Before looking at that, this is a little supercut of Frogan, one of the biggest retards on the entire website, known for getting 100 viewers on her Twitch stream. She's completely irrelevant. She's only known for the shit she brings her website. By the way, she okay, dude, I know Asmongold didn't even mention this clip. No, whatever, I'll try to find this later. Yeah, so Frogan over here, you know, Twitch to Jew, Arab tier list, 9/11 cake, veterans deserve PTSD, content comp, multiple Twitch streams doing politics, literally fucking Hassan Piker moderator. Yeah, absolutely crazy. But I think okay, I don't even know if I'll be able to find this clip because Frogan's kind of irrelevant, so it's really hard to find Frogan clips because she's so irrelevant. I found it! I can't believe I found it! Dude, alright, if you don't think that she's a political... You don't think she's political? Here she is reacting to the Prime Minister of Israel.
Just one day after the October 7th massacre a year ago, Hezbollah joined the war against Israel. It launched an unprovoked attack on our cities, killing civilians without distinctions. Jews, Christians, Muslims, and Druze.
Okay, so they said that their children we talked about last.
Did you hear her in the background saying, "What the fuck's a Druze"? So she not only does she talk about politics, but she doesn't know anything about it.
Druze, there was the village in the Golan Heights. The Hezbollah rocket came down
Hezbollah, the terrorist organization, murdered a bunch of Jewish children.
and hit kids playing soccer, but everyone says Israel shot the rocket down and it
No, this guy's such a fucking propagandist piece of shit.
hit the kids playing soccer.
No, Hezbollah murdered a bunch of kids playing soccer. They're terrorists. Yeah, they're bad people. I know that all these people like supporting terrorists where they are. They're all sitting there supporting terrorists. But no, the terrorists murdered a bunch of children. And it's pretty fucking bad.
That was in the Golan Heights. Muslims, it killed one
No one's
person
using the fucking-
in Palestine. It hasn't killed any Christian Palestinians that I'm aware of. Or
Oh,
any
no, 2
Christian
people are dead
Israelis.
already.
It hasn't- I don't think. And I think it killed Jews. I think it killed IDF soldiers. So I think Hezbollah has not killed
It didn't.
anyone else.
All right, so he's retarded, but that's okay because this is Twitch politics. They're all retarded. But this is classic example of political stuff, right? Are we aware this is politics?
Israel has decided to put an end to this. We've decided to do whatever is necessary to return our people safely to their homes.
By killing people.
Israel has a right to defend.
Listen to this part.
Israel also has a right to win, and Israel will win.
Israel has a right to win is fucking insane.
What?
A terrorist organization attacks Israel, murders children, and Israel's like, all right, we're gonna fight back and we're gonna win. And they're like, whoa, whoa! Say you support the terrorists without saying you support the terrorists.
That's insane.
Does this sound like politics to you, by the way? I don't know. She doesn't do politics, she says. Does it sound like politics?
Win what?
Return to where to Lebanon?
This is the best part. This I have to show you this clip.
No, what they're saying is they're trying. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to get rid of.
She's so offensive to
bullshit.
my eyes, bro.
The people, okay.
Really
he's
hate
got-
looking at her.
He's got over 100,000 people in northern Israel that will not go back to their settlements in northern Israel.
Goodbye.
What the fuck is he talking about? Like, what is he talking about? Because Hezbollah terrorists were attacking civilians in northern Israel, a lot of people evacuated. No shit. Obviously. So anyway, this is her political analysis of the situation.
I go back to fucking Brooklyn, bitch. Like, you have your fucking house there.
Okay.
What? Okay, 85% of people in Israel were born in Israel, okay? Not from Brooklyn, all right? I don't, like, what are you even talking about? Like, what are you even saying? So, aside from the actual retarded political statement she just made, I don't think Jews just got back to Brooklyn, where they came from. Yeah, very base. So anyway, this is a classic example of the retard
Look at
Avenger,
these boats.
Right? She has no idea what she's doing. She looks like Pot of Greed. She talks like Pot of Greed. She acts like Pot of Greed. However, she's a retard. So yes, she definitely covers politics, and I felt like I needed to show you this also. This is a screenshot of Frogan. I saw this clip and I lost my shit. I saw this screenshot and I lost my mind. I am not going to put my beliefs aside. Everything is political. Every single thing. If you are not open to learning and changing your beliefs, I am done with you. Aha! Frogan when it suits her. You consider me political because I wear a hijab. Frogan when it suits her. Everything is political, every single thing. Oh, it's gotta suck to be this retarded. Anyway, this is Hassan reacting. This is Asgold reacting to Hassan saying that
guys
Asgold
did?
normalized the hate on Twitch.
Bringing it here to a private space like
Oh, a private space? What do you mean by a private space? You mean your private space that you thought you had a monopoly on the conversations around?
Yeah.
And then somebody else comes on.
Yeah.
And they're saying things.
Because you have to remember, everyone else that talks about politics on Twitch gets banned. Right? Are we all on the same page? Everyone that talks about politics on Twitch gets banned. All right? Like before the Asmongold thing happened, what happened to Destiny? Right? Destiny's a leftist. He's banned off Twitch eternally. You know why? Because he disagrees with Hassan.
You disagree with, and now it's dangerous. Right. Yes, it's your private safe space, and people are now disagreeing with you, and you're not happy about that. Yes, I'm sure this must be very
I just noticed we have another fucking
Oh,
airplane
no.
anchor carrier, dude. No wonder. Why are you coming in this?
normalizing that kind of
A
discourse.
CV should not be allowed in here, dude.
Normalize the
It's so
discourse
useless.
That won the election with a popular vote.
True. Yep, that's right. Hassan is the only correct person and everyone else is bad. That's his mentality.
In that kind of sentiment, in the same exact ways that I have normalized, I guess, progressive values.
Bro, normalize progressive values. The progressive values of going to murder United States senators, of condoning terrorist attacks, of supporting terrorists. Yeah, normalize that shit.
Okay. Be honest. Be honest. Progressive values, like what? Like, I mean, what progressive value has Hassan normalized on Twitch?
Going to Diddy parties? What about fucking sex
Bollocks.
trafficked women in brothels? Like, I don't know if he had sex with a child that was trafficked in a brothel, but he might have normalized it.
Nothing. He hasn't normalized anything.
He normalized glazing terrorists. That's pretty accepted these days.
Yes, it's so crazy. Like, what are you talking about? This self-aggrandizement is outrageous. But no, the thing is that people watch Hassan because they already agree with him. It's the same thing as me.
All right, I'll be back. Probably like an hour and a half. I still got way more grind to do, so that'll be fun. Yeah, that's it. Go watch the YouTube clip. It's only a minute long. It's, in my opinion, hilarious. So, peace. I'll see you guys in a few.